Is Valorant like riding the bicycle? We're gonna find that out today, because believe it or not, I didn't play Valorant for like 2 months or something. Sometimes the games get repetitive, you know, and then you need to take a small break. But today, my friends, I got into the mood to play some games, so that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna play my placement matches and see if you actually unlearn Valorant, or that you can get back into the game after a few games. Last time I played, I was Diamond 3, so place your bets in the comments now what rank we will get. Let's hop into the first game. Hello, everyone. Maybe picking Raze after I took a long break from Valorant isn't the best option, because you need like movement mechanics, but hey, gotta go big or gotta go home, I guess. In the first round, I did a cool satchel jump from hookah all the way to the back of side. Honestly, this double jump looks very risky, but if you push together with your team, the enemies will most likely be focusing on your team and you can kill them from behind. Oh, that worked out.
Like he's on side?
Oh, he was under. One thing though, if you're planning to play off the side, what you should do, by the way, don't run with your knife in your hand to the back. A lot of players like to lurk, and especially those jet mains, man.
Oh, he's behind. One behind.
Now 2 tippies if you want to push A. First one, always check the left over here. The second one, if you want to do a double jump, I would recommend to jump over the truck and not on the truck. I went on the truck.
Oh, I should have picked my knife. I have a wall.
And even though I got the kill, if you jump on the truck, you're way too exposed, and I just got very lucky. Here's a better way of doing the double jump.
Attack helicopter! Okay, landed attack helicopter.
I know, it looks very dangerous, but if you do it like once a game, the enemies simply don't expect it.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. He has nothing. Nice.
Now take a look at this round and pay attention to my teammate Gecko.
Flashing.
One enemy remaining.
Nice flash, dude. A very underrated thing in Valorant is to call out your abilities. In this round, my teammate Gecko said that he was gonna flash, and that's why I felt confident to peek over here. And yes, I know, I could have heard that Gecko was using his flash, he didn't have to call it out. But honestly, if you call out your abilities, it's just way easier to work together. So call out your flashes, my friends. Minimaps. Sometimes you see someone running away on the minimap, and if you notice that, they're most likely not gonna pay attention to you. That's why in this round, when I spotted Clove running away, I wanted to peek as soon as possible in the hope to get a kill.
Oh, I saw him on the minimap, but he was running away. That's why I wanted to be quick.
Yep, I didn't expect the chamber over there, my bad. But still got Clove, while Clove was distracted, so mission successful, I guess. Second off, we're playing on bind with Raze, so of course I want to do the TP trick. However, if you want to do it, check the left side first, please.
Oh, TP tricky. It's been a while.
Ah, that's like the...
Debbie.
No worries though, after these 2 kills,
Run low.
we snowballed to the win and easy peasy. In the second placement match, I played bind again, and I don't want to show 2 bind games back to back, so I'll just show this round over here.
This is dangerous in this type of round.
Waiting behind the box.
Oh, I almost missed it. Yeah, my friends, OG Omen trick still works. But no, we didn't got the win, sadly.
But 3 more. Let's go to the next one.
No worries to all the Omen mains out there. Here's another Omen game.
Hello, everyone.
And we begin this one in the 4th round with the cool Omen tricky. Usually, if you notice that an enemy Omen has his ultimate ready, a lot of players will keep that in the back of their head during the round and do things like not rotating too early, because an Omen can always rotate very quickly. So that's why I think the best moment to use a rotating Omen play is in those rounds where you only have 4 ultimate points. You go to one side, make a lot of sounds, pick up the orb, and then teleport to the other side.
Go fake A, I will take space on the...
I can teleport if I take the orb.
This is exactly what I did in this round, only then, instead of the orb, I accidentally found a sage on the wall. Whoa. And a little later that round, look at that, the B side was completely free.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, usually if you get a ready kill in mid, for example, the best thing you can do is go back to your team, because now the enemy know where you are. However, if you got the kill very early in the round, an alternative you can do is just stay on the spot, but don't make any move till much later in that round. The reason, if you wait a little while, the enemies might forget that you were on that ready spot, and then you can get the second sneaky kill.
Spike down A.
Come rotate. I can take the spike with the ult.
Okay, take
Because
space.
last guys.
Honestly, the Omen ultimate is by far my favorite ultimate in the game. You can do so many things with this ability, from rotating to picking up the spike and faking the enemies out. So much variety. But now the big question, did we win the round?
One enemy remaining. Last player
Oh,
standing.
not half.
Good
Good enough, we won. Well played.
Doesn't matter that we all whiffed because we played time and that's all that matters. Except though, in the second half we kept whiffing. And from a score of 8-4, we completely threw the game and ended the game 9-13. Yep, we lost a lot of rounds back to back. Whoopsie.
2 more. Let's go to the next one.
Next game I played Chamber and we don't talk about that game. Literally nothing to show for. Also this one we lost hard. And this brings us to the last one. A Cypher game on Ascent, and let's begin in the bonus round. Usually playing inside the smoke is not the best thing you can do. However, if it's a bonus round and you know for sure that the enemy has a better gun than you, then suddenly playing in the smoke can be good. Since the gun doesn't really matter as long as you see the enemy first.
They broke a trip.
Eagle eye.
Shot.
What did he do?
Trade. Nice.
Where's
One enemy remaining.
Now let me give you a tippy about positioning. If you're holding something on the defender side, then you need to keep in mind that holding is safer than peeking. In this round, if I walked a little more to the back and just hold middle, I could go for 2 1v1 battles, but instead I decided to peek, and because I peeked over there, I got a 2 versus 1, and that's how I died.
No one's aiming. Okay, market.
2 market, yeah.
Okay, Cypher ultimate. If you ever use a Cypher ultimate and you see the enemies through a smoke or something, don't aim directly on the enemy. Instead, aim a little bit in front of the enemy. Your Cypher ultimate has a small delay, often the enemies are moving, you know. That's why in this round I missed my first shot, but after aiming a little to the right, I got the kill anyway.
Oh,
Nice.
through the smoke.
Last player standing.
Nice trade.
Got him.
A very underrated Cypher strat is just placing your camera in middle like this.
Place this early here.
Yes, of course, since it's all the way in the open, it often will get destroyed. However, if it doesn't get destroyed, you get so much info in the middle of the round, and that's why sometimes it's worth the risk.
Right up mid.
And if it does get destroyed eventually, it will often be at the beginning of the round, and you can use your cam again when the cooldown is over. Hey, free assist! In the next round, my brain didn't really work. Why did I push through over here? I have no idea.
Why did I push through?
Yeah, MrLowlander, why did you push through? Not very smart of you. Second half now. A lot of Cypher players are always using their abilities to catch the lurkers with. And even though this is a smart thing to do, you don't always have to do that. If you notice that the enemies are never lurking, for example, why not just save your abilities for side, so holding side will be a bit easier to do. That's what I did in this round. When I entered, I placed my traps near the sides, so holding the side was way easier.
Only one.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. That's not city. Nice.
Okay. In the end, Yoru got both the kills before the enemies could even enter. But still something to keep in mind in your games. Now a tip that I've said a lot before, but I will repeat it again because it's oh so important. If you want to push A on Ascent, don't go with your whole team into main. Having one guy on the lurk through middle is so strong. Let the guys in main make noise and let the lurker create that opening.
Let's wait for the smoke and we'll do our smoke so I can push side.
I think we can actually. Oh. Side, nice.
Okay, before the round starts, you always need to check the money of the enemy. The reason, if you notice that an enemy has enough credits for an operator, you shouldn't be peeking mid. I didn't do that in this round, so I peeked middle and then...
Jesus, how did I survive that?
I got very lucky, because in fact the enemy did not have enough money for an operator. I got hit by an outlaw, that's why I survived, but I didn't check the enemy credits. If he had enough money for an operator, I wouldn't have survived that.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Slow. Never mind healing.
Nice.
Sage, one more.
And yup, a little later, we won the game, my friends.
Now, the moment of truth, my friends. What rank do we get? Probably gold, because like... all my teammates were gold in the previous games. Ouch. Is gold 3 or 2? I can't remember the symbol. Gold 2. That's decent. It's okay.
Is it decent? I don't know. I peaked in Ascendant a few weeks ago. Then I ended in Diamond last act and now I'm gold. That's not the best outcome, I guess. Anyway, I enjoyed playing some Valorant games today. But for those who are wondering, is MrLowlander gonna do a Road to Ascendant series this act? I sadly have to mention that I'm not doing that this act. The main reason is that I'm studying during the summer, so I don't have time to play a lot of games. And I'm going on a small vacation to Romania and Portugal. However, my friends, probably in the next act I will do a Road to series again, and I can't wait for that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.